We are live.
Men's Preimership quarterfinal action here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. The home side Westshore action here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. The home side Westshore Valhallians facing them. He is going to be a threat on the field for this Westshore side.
If you are joining us from the last stream, thank you very much for sticking around. If you're joining us new, and we are back. A little bit of audio difficulty there. If you were unable to hear, can you fix the feed? Keep spooling. Unfortunately, this is the best quality you can get. You can help us out by subscribing, like I mentioned before, that 500. Thank you for the update on the sound there from New Zealand. Really appreciate it, McGuire. We've got a UVic penalty.
BC Rugby men's quarterfinal action. The home side Westshore facing off against the visiting UVic Vikes. UVic sneaking into the playoffs in that number 6 position. Westshore short line there from the UVic lock.
Big collision there.
Another big one. Derek Carroll's able to disrupt that and the ball spills forward. Thank you very much.
From Ontario, I'm going to use that as a segue. Coming up in May 17th, I believe, and 20th and 23rd, we've got some BC Bear that live. Pop on up to Shawnigan or over to Vancouver. In Capilano, I believe the match is being hosted. Otherwise, tune into the live stream so you won't miss it. If you're hoping to catch that one later in May,
BC Bear selectors will definitely be watching this game as UVic gets a scrum penalty and Westshore is back on the back foot. UVic 10 meters out.
What's taking it? Are they going for a line out or are they going for points?
They are going to go to the line out in the corner. That first try of the game from Reese James on a quick little trick decision looked like the line out in the corner, taps and goes, and scores Westshore's first try.
Won't work again. I'm glad it's managed to convert. UVic has traditionally been a really well-oiled for, I take it back.
Elias Hancock picks up the overthrow, and Thomas Halls will take that ball in. Westshore back with ball in hand. Abu James now a line out back to UVic's favor on the 22.
A little bit more wind than that women's Premiership game, so I do believe the kicking match might be a bit more difficult here.
5-man line out from UVic goes right. Cooper Coates gives to Griffiths, who finds a bit of a gap in the defense, sets up the ball for his team. Short side of the field here is UVic.
Bit of a struggle there. Some forward heavy action.
Coates finds his lock in the backfield, who carries. Brought down right away by the Westshore defense. Coates
through,
chips it through, but Grayson Perry is there to pick it up, and he'll just dot it down. It's going to be a goal line dropout for the Valhallians. Reese James with ball in hand.
Looked a little bit like Perry was trying to maybe see if that UVic player was going to time off. We've got a substitution early in. Looks like maybe an injury sub. Hate to see that so early into the game. We will pause our TMO.
That is Ronan Smith for UVic heading off. We hope he's okay. He is okay. He's back in the game.
Love to see it. A little bit of a wardrobe malfunction. Clock is back ticking. James with the kick.
That one goes deep to the right field. And it's Morgan DiNardo who picks it up and finds Coates.
I think that's Richard. I believe maybe the jerseys have been swapped. Well, I know it's David Richard, so the jerseys have been swapped.
Oh, David Richard, excuse me. Sorry, David Richard. Coates to Brendan Kim. Brendan Kim finds a gap in the defense. He gets brought down by the back three.
Some senior player action there. He has been part of this UVic program for a while now, so he's leading his team. And a UVic penalty.
That ball got turned over in the tackle, and the ruck ensuing gets jackled by UVic.
It's really all you can hope for. I mean, like, Westshore was able to defend that earlier lineup, you know, capitalize off those mistakes, but having a bit of a penalty error here, some discipline issues, is you're just giving UVic another foot in the game.
This Westshore defensive line has so far been able to withstand the ensuing onslaught from UVic, but we've got another UVic line out and time off for another potential injury.
Split eyebrow. If you are bleeding, you're not allowed to play. You got to get bleed. Excuse me. For those of you who missed the final score, and they secure themselves a semi-final berth to play Marilomas, is it?
Mariloma next weekend at Mariloma Rugby Club.
Awesome work for them. If Vancouver area, just BC in general, do check out thunderrugby.ca for some Indigenous youth rugby. They recently had a tour over to Portugal. It is an awesome opportunity for some youth to get out and get involved in this sport.
Maul 5 meters out from the Westshore try line.
Is it getting held up?
Looks like it's getting disrupted there by the Westshore defense. Finally comes down, and it is a scrum.
That's twice now that they've been 5 meters out with a line out and just could not capitalize.
Last scrum resulted in a penalty before the crouch bind set call for UVic. Westshore definitely does not want to do that one again.
Any idea what might have been for?
Early bind, maybe. There's about 1,000 reasons.
UVic looking to maybe polish up those areas of error, because if you can't get to the opposition 5 meter and come away with even a penalty kick, 3 points at the minimum.
From one cleanly, Kyle Tremblay rumbles through, doesn't quite get the offload off. Now going short side, Derek Carroll with ball in hand.
Support is quick.
Relieving kick from Reese James goes up.
Great
That
strike.
is a good one, just outside the Westshore 22.
If you're looking to get involved in some rugby this summer, Westshore hosts Touch 6:30 every Thursday night. It's a mix of co-ed nationals touch prep, so that's the proper game of touch. Fun to keep you engaged with the sport and your social connections throughout that summer as the season comes to a close. Call going to be a Westshore put in. A lot of set piece action early here already. It's just kind of going over and over again.
Win or go home here, playoff rugby quarterfinal action.
Those first 20 minutes, I think, will be similar to that women's match where it's just testing the water, seeing.
Kyle Tremblay back with ball in hand, decides to just go in himself. Almost getting held up.
Knees down on the ground. It's a maul now.
It is a maul now.
We
Great
do love
work
a maul from the back. They're pushing it down.
And not able to produce that ball. UVic defense come up with a win and a scrum in favor of the Vikes now.
If you haven't yet, remember to subscribe. Only 26% of you are subscribed, so that's 7 for you recommendations, all that's schnaz, those hashtags, whatever it might be. So do remember to follow, drop a sub there, check out maybe the Facebook, the Instagram to stay up to date on our playoff proceedings, as well as our July 3rd and 4th Touch Nationals hosted here in Westshore.
UVic put in at the scrum reset. They're set up with Cooper Coates now running to the other side. Griffiths with ball in hand. Finds Coates, who goes over the top. Now Uhtred goes to his winger. His winger's got some space. Gets brought down inside Westshore's 22.
Good job from Westshore to match that attack.
Looks like they played the 9 a little early, that Westshore defensive line.
The ref is saying slow it down. Was that a time off or was that a slow it down T?
Just a slow it down, it looks like.
Our clock, that is a whistle off there. I'm just going to let the clock run. Maybe it'll catch back up. These stoppages should be slow. We do love some tempo, some quick game. It is more exciting for the spectators. And boy, the amount.
Got a gap, and Griffiths is going to score UVic's opening try.
Well done to Griffiths there. 5 points on the board for UVic, keeping them in this game early.
7-5 the score here at Westshore Parks and Recreation.
To your head. Let's see how he manages.
We saw that in the Westshore CW Women's Premier matchup. Vanessa and his first kick of the game is going to go that way. So we are all tied up at 7 early in this quarterfinal matchup.
7 love. Just mercilessly beating us in the back of the head. It's keeping the sun off our setup, off our necks, so it is good to keep ourselves cool. Don't want to start early in April or late.
And they will kick that one out.
Looks like it rolled off Coates' laces just a little bit, but out is better than in. Let's see some action. Some quick movement.
Over the top, and Abu El Naj is not able to clean that one up. UVic ends up with it now on the counter attack. Sean Griffiths, the try scorer, goes over the top of that tackle.
Picks his own ball up, gets on his up.
Reese James runs into a few Vikes.
That's all you can
now
hope for.
Now a pick and go.
All you can hope for on defense is shutting down that fullback's run early.
Abu El Naj gets just swallowed up. High tackle.
For a high tackle. No seatbelt tackles here. No head hunting. Not allowed. Leave your scalps at home. If you are watching us and your team didn't quite make playoffs this year, whatever it might be, if you're coming back from injury, there is some more opportunities to play postseason. Try to get yourself out for that.
Brian Durango in the lineout wins it cleanly.
Ooh.
Fun little trick play in the midfield for Westshore. Kingham goes in. Quick ball from Perry. Tremblay gives to Durango.
Bit too hot of a pass. Vikes, we love to see it. Good competition. It really heightens the game. It brings everybody up. Props, talking about binds.
Scrums have been pretty steady for both teams here today. I'm sure that's what both sides would love to see. Keep things stable.
Especially with such... That is a big 9 call to stop a scrum because your shoelace is untied.
I think Brian Durango might have untied the shoelace of the UVic 9 in that scrum.
Big business, whatever it might be, and you want to support some local grassroots, get in touch with us, get us an Ethernet cable, and we'll make sure your name's in every live stream.
Here, here. UVic scrum, one cleanly. Coates to Oot.
Just like myself, would have loved to see him get that ball in hand. Did coach him through his youth programs. He was a stud back then. He still is a stud now.
Put in from Grayson Perry. That scrum blows up, and it's a penalty to UVic.
The momentum UVic needed, especially after that knock-on. Takes through strength and power, and unity is always a great feather in the cap to have.
UVic flexing their muscle in that scrum to set up an attacking lineout now here in Westshore's half. Westshore front row not going to be happy with that performance.
UVic lineout just set up near that Thunder rugby tent. If you are looking to get into some youth Indigenous rugby, check out thunderrugby.ca. Sean Griffiths with the break. He's going up the middle. He's still dancing. He's going.
Sean Griffiths is going to have his second.
He beats 4, dances in, and scores 5.
Oyo ran into the post there. He's back on his feet, though. That one must have hurt a little bit.
Yep.
Nonetheless, UVic comes away with 5 more points off the lineout. Upper coats right in front of the posts. I would say so.
This rugby community is on Vancouver Island.
Reese James on the reset. Goes deep again. That one, Jackal. Nelson Oyo was in there before the support showed up, giving his team a golden opportunity inside UVic's 22.
Nice. The chat potentially, or is that a substitution call? Nope, never mind.
We're back in
she's
action.
Just saying go.
Reese James kicking that ball to the corner, setting up a Westshore line out on the UVic 5 with the insert in Joe Kingham, looking to set up a attacking driving maul. They go to the middle with Elias Hancock. Do get that maul set pretty cleanly.
Now they just need to work that ball.
Kane Parrott looks like he's got it, and now they're driving forward.
Yeah, Kane Parrott, ball in hand.
2 meters out,
They're
Kane
marching.
Parrott, and he dives down and he gets it. Captain gets Westshore back into this game.
Kick to follow. A little bit harder out here on the 5 meter than it is right in front of the posts, but that hasn't stopped Reese James before. He's got a little bit of wind to play in. Bit of an angle. The wind is fluttering. It keeps changing directions. Temperamental at best. Good set here. Westshore hoping to collect, play out of their end.
Brian Durango under it, wins it clean.
Tough, tough, tough. Oh,
bit of argy-bargy here behind the play.
Love to see it. The backs beefing with each other over what the forwards did.
Hallian's half.
If you haven't yet, remember to subscribe. We are trying to hit our 500 subscriber mark before the season's out, just so we can have a bit more of a platform to bring you better coverage online.
Going the same way. Coots with ball in hand, finds Uhtred.
Jersey
gets the
tackle.
Ball to Cleaver. Cleaver gets brought down by Olindi.
His legs stay pumping. Within 5 meters of their own try line. That is just a tough spot to be in. They managed to defend the first two. Defending 3 back-to-back is a bit much to ask. UVic opting for the scrum. As
he darts through, just almost makes it to the try line. UVic still ball in hand, gets through. Doesn't make it all the way, though. Day stopped short. Westshore defense doing their job here. Ball goes out to Cooper Coates, who gets swallowed up by 2. Darian Morrison, so deadly in that open field tackle. Out 4 meters out, 3 meters out. They are going to get in and score. UVic with another try on the board early in this second half. Excuse me. First, not going down without a fight. They are here for a game, and they look good. Coates from inside the 15-meter mark on the 22.
Still a 1-try game at the moment.
To Coates, who puts it to the air.
Does he find grass? No, James to collect.
Reese James on the counter, Hines Morrison on the wing. Now the other way, Abu El Naj is going to rumble himself. Opposite side, and Pryor finds a bit of space in the defense and gets inside UVic's 22. Perry to James. Ball backwards, Kingham with now.
Brilliant work to collect and keep Westshore's attacking phase alive.
Kingham gets driven back to the 22. Now the backs have a go, and it gets picked off by Cooper Coates. Cooper Coates with no one in front of him, getting chased down by Oyo, but Oyo's not going to have the legs.
Coates is quick.
Is going to score again off the Westshore attack. An intercept try for Cooper Coates, being the difference maker here for UVic.
24-12. A comfortable lead to have a bit more room to play around and run in the sun. For those of you who have just been joining us, or for those of you who have been sticking around, I'm Zephyr Melnick, my co-host. Quarterfinals match at Wanda Fuca at the Westshore home. It's Westshore Valhallians versus the UVic Vikes.
Vikes on top, 19-12 in this first half. Kick to come still from Cooper Coates.
For that large demographic, about 40% of you who watch us regularly are under the age of 34. Prime time to be playing rugby. If you do so regularly, if you haven't in a while, if you miss it, lots of opportunities in the summer. We host a touch rugby, 6:30 p.m.
Just misses the post on the right side, so the score will stay 24-12 in favor of the Vikes. They are looking deadly right now. Westshore is looking a little stunned. One straight out.
Into the stands.
Peyton Gibson looked like he was trying to go quick, but the Vikes Defensive line was there to shut him down.
Griffiths was up on that, ready to intercept another one. He has had a showing so far. Ref's telling them to get in line.
Hancock over the top. Abu Al-Naj tries to knock it back, but UVic ends up with it with a knock-on advantage.
I think it's a not straight advantage.
Griffiths to Coates.
Just bringing it down, reset that ball, produce.
Kingham. Kingham carries himself. Gets stopped by the UVic defense. Perry picks and goes.
Got the lead, and they've got to just hold off. Honestly, probably just play defense into the second half. Round out the first half and take your lead.
Westshore arguing with the referee that that was a knocked down pass by the UVic defensive line, but the referee says, nope, we're not going to go to the cards here, so we're going to play on 15 on 15.
If you go to intercept a pass and you purposely knock it down, it is a penalty, usually followed by a yellow card. If it's an honest attempt to intercept that, to grab that ball, and you just bobble it and drop.
Big hit there in the scrum. Perry feeds. Almost gets that scrum blown up, and he does. And Elias Hancock knocks it on, trying to pick it up. And that will lead. UVic Vikes on top, 24-12. Both teams looking to find a way to close this one out in the second half. Westshore's not going to be too happy with that performance so far. UVic on the looking for some quick, fast, fun tries going into this second half.
Absolutely. UVic just hoping to hold on to their lead. Westshore looking to get back into it. Oops. We do apologize for any issues with the live streams, but we are open for sponsorship opportunities there, Leo. If you'd like to get us an Ethernet cable.
Kick from UVic goes to the hands of Lindy, who finds Reese James. Was trying to kick that one out, but has to take the ball in. That ball spills out and ends up in the hands of UVic now. UVic on the attack early in this second half.
They're looking feral. They are hungry for it.
Ball to Sully Curran.
Oh.
And it's going to be a knock-on for Westshore. That is a lucky, lucky break.
Indeed, that is the kind of relief that you need, honestly, just banking off the opposition mistakes. Westshore scrum just outside their 5-meter. For those of you who have stuck around through the women's game and this game, thank you very much. I'm Zephyr Melnick, my co-host Max Foote, Foxy on the camera. We are up here making it work for you. All pro bono, of course. So if you want to help out the club, help out some grassroots rugby, remember to subscribe, give us a follow, give us a like. Gives us a bit better of a platform to bring more coverage through the summer and next season.
UVic with the scrum now off a earlier knock-on advantage. So UVic goes back to the attack right away with an 8-man pick, who he just dives right through the door again.
29-12 for UVic. This lead is getting dangerous for UVic. Their tempo is high. You can see them. They're excited. They're getting amongst each other. Westshore, on the other hand, looking to rectify those mistakes so early in this second half.
That is not the way you want to start a second half for Westshore. Now down 29-12 with a quick kick right in front of the post. This is starting to get a little scary here for the Valhallians.
Another 2 points brings UVic 31-12 in this quarter-final Premiership match.
Four tries to 2 is the tally here at Westshore Parks and Rec as Westshore comes back to reset things. Reese James with the kick to come. Lots of ground to make up here for the Valhallians.
Big, deep boot.
He finds Sean Griffiths, who's just going to run it up himself. Goes over the top of Derek Harrell. UVic looking to maybe slow things down a little bit. Emerson Pryor pushes the ball carrier back inside their 22. Now Cooper Coates kicks it. And that one will go out just at the 40-meter mark.
Pizza time.
Westshore line out to come in this second half of this quarterfinal. Win and move on, lose and go home.
Let's see what they can do. A last line out went over the top. Perfect.
Durango finally wins that one. Gibson finds Tremblay. Gives out the back to Gibson again. Now Oyo with it. Trying to dance around, gets through one tackle.
Big knockoff. Takes 3 to bring him down.
Now Kingham is just going to rumble himself.
Slips through 1.
Gets about 5 meters on that carry.
Oh, unfortunate
Tremblay,
knock on there.
Low pass.
Unfortunate to see. Westshore was building some momentum there. Those phases, it is so important to link them together. 5+ phases is the number I was always taught. It's where tries start happening, things opening up. It's an exponential increase for scoring opportunities the longer you maintain that possession.
Couple subs coming onto the field for Westshore. Alvin Otenyo and Jeff Aluch now slotting into the back line. Bit of firepower here in the second half for the Valhallians.
Awesome work there. The scrum's still just having some struggles getting set up. Do remember to follow, leave a like, remember to subscribe. Only 26% of our regular viewers remain subscribed. So if you found us by searching, or if we pop up on your feed from time to time and you think you are subscribed, just double check and make sure you're following the Westshore Rugby Football Club so we can bring you live streams, short form content, old VODs posted so you can enjoy them. Amateur rugby for your pleasure.
UVic put in at the scrum, finds Cooper Coates to Dylan Cleaver. Cleaver goes to the wing. Just on the Westshore 40, now the other way.
Good chop tackle there. Hands in the ruck. Is the turnover good?
Turnover and it is. Great work from Nelson Oyo to kill that attack from UVic. That's his second turnover of the day. He is dangerous at ruck time.
You love to see it. Turnover percentage is something coaches care about. It's not just a matter of if you're in every breakdown, but it's the fact that when you decide to get your hands in the ruck, you're coming away with that ball.
Westshore now with a line out. You'd think they would have to get a try off this phase here to keep the dream alive. 5-man line out for the Valhallians. Goes to Hancock. Wins it cleanly.
Top of the box.
Harry finds Tremblay this time. No low pass. Tremblay just carries himself in the midfield. Going same way now, finds Gibson. Short ball to Kingham, and he drops that one.
I don't think he was ready for it.
Joe Kingham was not expecting that pass, and that will kill Westshore's attack with the UVic scrum.
Tough to see. You always got to be on it. You always got to be ready, you know. Doesn't matter if you're supposed to be running that shooter line, that fake runner. There's always that chance that the ball comes to you. It's looking like Westshore might be compounding on their errors. I think it might be a bit of a morale thing, you know, having an error like that and then another one and followed back. Here's hoping they can shake that dust, shake that rust, and come out swinging in the final 20 minutes.
Head coach Aaron Frisbee on the sideline looking nervous at the moment. UVic put in at the scrum, won cleanly. Coates goes to the air, sees some open field, finds it this time. Reese James does get the ball.
Strike back.
Puts the ball up. He's in outside the 22, so he knows he can't kick it straight out. Cooper Coates on the counterattack now. Finds a bit of space, but gets brought down just inside the Westshore 40. Messy ruck there in the middle. Short side for UVic. Sees a bit of a gap down the short side.
Chipped through, but I think it's blocked on the boot.
Ball stays in, so Griffiths ends up with it, and UVic has a knock-on advantage, I believe.
Still got the arm, still got the advantage.
That ball misses its mark, but we're going to go back to the penalty advantage.
Not rolling away.
I'm not sure what that one is, but
a finger wag.
Nonetheless, that is another dagger in Westshore's chances in this game today.
Thank you to everybody joining us on the live for this quarterfinals match. If you're looking for some more rugby, we've got some Tide and BC Bears action. They will be taking on a touring Ontario Blues squad. So if you're eager to watch more rugby, remember to follow. If you're eager to play, those scouting opportunities, those trial camps are going to be starting early May, I believe.
That is correct, Zephyr. If you are a Vancouver Island player, be sure to get involved with that Crimson Tide team in the warm-up match against the Ontario Blues. It doubles as the VIRU 150th anniversary game. 150 years representing grassroots rugby on Vancouver Island. UVic with the maul here, getting dangerously close to the Westshore try line. And just fumbles over, and that one is held up to the relief of the Valhallians.
Oh, has me sweating just a little bit. Goal line dropout. James took the last one. I think he'll probably take this one as well.
Not an impossible scoreline to make up, but a lot of things got to go right here for the Valhallians to get back in this game. And as we've seen, mistakes are just starting to compound for them, and they're just not able to get any attack going, really.
They need to stamp out and temper those mistakes.
Big ball ends up in the hands of Jackson Jones, who just rumbles himself. UVic back on the attack here. Sully Curran takes it in. Sheds one tackle.
Breakdown's getting a little messy.
Looked like it was going to go short side, but it ends up going to Griffiths, who finds Cleaver on the edge.
Kicked in. Oh, offside. Oh. Argy Bargy.
That was a lucky break for Westshore, as the UVic player was all alone with no one in front of him to the try line.
Just an unfortunate offside.
That ball doesn't go out from Reese James. Cooper Coates keeps it alive. Now Uhtred kicks to the corner, looking for that 50-22. The bounce doesn't quite go his way. Alvin Otenyo with ball in hand. Oh, charges through the tackles.
Pushes another one off him.
My gosh.
You can hear the crowd erupting. They love those kind of collisions. I mean, if you spend your Saturday watching a blood sport, that's what you're here for.
Hancock finds Kingham.
Kingham to Carroll.
Things getting scrappy here for Westshore.
Back
Kingham
to
again
Kingham.
with ball in hand. He gets up to around the halfway mark. Abu Al-Naj gives to Gibson. Tremblay is going to carry himself in the midfield. Same way now.
Oh.
Gibson almost loses that one. He decides to just take it himself and gets pushed back by the UVic defense.
Good identity to hold on to that.
Box kick from Grayson Perry.
Oh.
Kane Parrott almost picks it up. Now Cooper Coates goes. Oh my God. Oh, that was dangerous decision from Reese James.
Holy cow. Lets it roll out the back with Sean Griffiths hot on his tail. We're having some hands up. People are talking to the ref. Maybe upset about what happened to Coates, the kicker there on the chase. It looks like he might have been knocked down.
I think he just ran into the Westshore players.
Sometimes that does happen. Of course, we don't advocate for cheap shots.
UVic players arguing here for the Valhallians as Omar Abu Al-Naj heads off. His shift is finished, and the veteran Matt Evans comes in.
Some experience here. Thank you very much for joining us. But there is ways for you to be involved with the club, be involved with the rugby community as a whole, even if your playing days are done. We've got sponsors. If you're looking to help support Indigenous youth rugby, maybe a coaching opportunity, whatever it might be, loads of chances for you to get involved with the club and the community in Victoria this summer.
So after all the excitement, we have a UVic scrum at the halfway mark. That one gets blown up. Referee unhappy with
scrum's taken 2 times to get set up. Bit of a bummer there, bit of a time sink. If you're more of a 7, the Westshore Sevens here at Wanda Fuca. Registration will follow. We'll have that information up for you. But if something like Social Sevens whets your palate, do get excited for it. Mark that day on your calendar.
it, and it's just going to end up out of bounds in the side of the try zone.
Meaning it's going back to where it was kicked.
So a bit of an unlucky bounce there for Cooper Coates. To Westshore's half as much as possible.
Bit of luck there, honestly, for Westshore. By our count, 53 minutes have passed. We're getting up towards that final quarter. About 25 minutes to go. Lots can happen in this quarterfinal playoff rugby. It's not over till the final whistle blows.
Lots of ground to make up here for the Premier Men's Valhallians. Down 31-12 in this match against the number 6 UVic Vikes.
Good feed.
That is a
Westshore
clean
stable.
scrum. Alvin Otenyo carries himself, gets driven back by his opposite man. Perry finds his 10. Tremblay tries to get a gap, doesn't quite get through. Now Hall's with it. Looks like we've got a UVic player down in the backfield, and we will pause time as that looks like a bit of a bad one.
Yeah.
So
Hate to see it.
when we come back, it'll be a Westshore scrum to reset things.
Don't go anywhere. Remember to subscribe to stay up to date. Check if you are. You may think you are, but only 24% of our regular viewers are. So do like us. Do give us a follow. It really helps out the channel. Thank you.
The loose side flanker, Adam Doan, able to get on his feet and head to the sideline with his injury. We wish him well and a speedy recovery. Never what you want to see on a rugby pitch, but the show must go on. We have a Westshore scrum inside the UVic half after that unfortunate stoppage in play.
It is a team sport. 23 players on the day, 15 of them on the field at one time. About 25 minutes left in this quarterfinals match.
31-12, the scoreline in favor of the UVic Vikes.
Big hit.
Put in from Perry.
Good stable scrum.
Finds a Luch in the mid. He's got a couple chasing him down. Gets brought down 10 meters out now.
He's got the power to break through, but not enough gas to go all the way himself.
Alvin Otenyo carries off the ruck. Now Peyton Gibson trying to dance around, make something happen. He's getting driven towards the sideline. Finally gets brought down about 5 meters out now as the Valhallians. Slow ruck here. Thomas Halls gets there. 1 meter out now. And they score.
5 more points.
There it is.
Westshore
so Westshore
back
answers finally, pushing their score to 17 on the board, trying to keep the dream alive.
Kick to follow for another potential 2 points. Shorten that lead even more.
Westshore's going to have to score a quick one after this if they want any chance of making up that deficit. But that try certainly helps here with Reese James on a tough kick to add 2 more points to his team's tally.
UVic's quick score out of that second half and their lead that they had at the end of the first really gives them a position to put the pressure entirely on Westshore. It's really just Westshore's decision how they want to play and get back in this game. Big kick from James.
Looks like it hits some wind and just goes wide right. So the score says 31-17, still in favor of the Vikes.
Always a tough one, that sideline kick.
UVic taking their sweet time, getting to the line, trying to kill some of this clock. Smart game management here from the...
A bit more than a lot of these club programs can do, sometimes up to 4 days a week. Some of them living with each other. A little bit of chemistry, and like you mentioned, that I did
dart through the double tackle. Reese James gets swallowed up on his 22. Luckily, support is there.
Playing the 9 potentially, offside.
Sweeping.
Didn't know we were playing curling.
UVic slowing it down again here.
Stay in this match. And as we approach, you know, that 60-minute mark, it's just more and more uphill for the Valhallians. Some luck into this match for them. That is tough. I hate to see that for Coates, but I love to see it for the Westshore team. Keeps them in this just a little bit longer.
So red.
Takes a special kind of
slowing
play.
their play down big time.
Oh, Westshore.
Messy ruck there as Thomas Halls gets driven back and throws a wild ball out. And we're going to kill running right into a full wall of UVic players.
Stopped on a dime. You know that one hurt.
Pryor off the good hands work. And he gets swallowed up.
UVic's defense is feral right now.
Parrott out the back to Gibson, who finds Kingham. Kingham's going to run himself. Nelson Oyu.
That
goes nowhere. Another full arm.
That A channel is just not the place to be at. Good identification from the 9 Perry there to just try.
So Reese James is going to go to the sideline to set up what is hopefully a line out that will lead to another try here for Westshore. Big gap still to make up, 31-17 with time ticking away.
So that final whistle blows ever closer. Rugby doesn't need to end for yourself. If you remember to subscribe, we will have a live feed for the BC Bears Ontario Blues game coming up in May. So do remember to follow here, Facebook, Instagram, so you can stay up to date for when that match happens.
Is the referee. Lucky break there for Westshore. Gibson to a Luch. Luch trying to step outside, gets the offload to Reese James, who tries to dart through. Now Halls on the carry. Has support with him.
Thank you, Jingo Trades. If the issue is you just connecting to the live stream, that's nothing we can fix. But if playing it on a little bit more of a delay fixes that buffering issue, perfect. Enjoy the live. We'll also have this video up as a VOD for you to enjoy post-haste.
Another penalty in something a little dangerous, a little foul play.
Could be repeat infringements on top of it. What's also interesting, Thursday Night Touch, 6:30 p.m., hosted by Westshore. We have a good mix of co-ed nationals, which is the proper sport. The actual sport of touch rugby is a little 30 p.m. down here at Wanda Fuca. Feel free to pop on out, get some fun activity, some exercise in, stay in touch with your club, your community as we go into
with Westshore captain and Emerson Pryor, the loose head prop. Not sure what that's about, and it's no arms tackle, clear out in the ruck, it looked like, leading with the shoulder. That's a really unfortunate break from where Westshore was.
UVic eager to play quick here. We've got just just over 15 minutes.
Westshore, Kane Parrott now with it. Hancock back on his feet, luckily. Matt Evans with the ball, rumbles through that forward gap. Hauls out the back to James, who looked like he was going to throw a wild pass. Other way now, Otenyo. Hard man to put down, throws a wild ball backwards, and Jeff Aluch just bobbles it for a knock-on against Westshore.
That foul play you're talking about there. This is tough.
Other way now.
Westshore just unable to find an opening.
Otenyo gets absolutely clobbered, and Perry knocks that one on. Having a talk with the UVic captain. Here's the referee telling him to cut something else out.
I think
now
there
having
was
the same chat.
some just unfortunate, unproductive actions, and at this point, with the amount of infringements, I'm surprised there hasn't been a card, if I'm being honest. UVic with the put in. Stable scrum gives them the platform they need.
Coots goes back to the air. Luch is going to tap and go quick. Finds Nelson Oyo. Oyo trying to find a gap in the defense. Gets brought down. Westshore playing fast as possible here. Grace.
Criminal. If you're excited for more criminal plays, remember to subscribe. Keep you up to date on our live stream, some short form stuff, some VODs. We are mixing it up with the style of content through this summer as regular season play is coming to
a line out inside UVic's 22. First time they've been here in a while. Last couple attempts have not gone the way they were hoping. Tommy Hall's in the air at the front. A little bit. Perry gets brought down right away, killing that attack, and he gets dragged out of bounds.
Looks like maybe they were setting up for a maul and it just wasn't fully communicated.
UVic defense comes away with another win. Killing
have been compounding, just some errors after errors, and UVic is just better at capitalizing off those errors at the moment.
Able to get that one cleanly.
Setting up that 22, making sure they're not going out of bounds.
Cooper Coates to
UVic number 8, dropping just short of that 22, allows Coates to kick it straight off the park while not maintaining possession. Oh, tough
Another
to see.
mistake for this team. Compounding mistakes.
Those compounding errors are tough. You just never give yourself a chance to build phases and play. All you really have to do is hang on to that ball, build some pressure, build some play, get some chemistry, and you should be rewarded. Unfortunately, Westshore just has not had it this half. Live stream always hurts a little bit.
But we're unbiased on this stream. Cooper Coates puts in a good kick into the backfield, and low ball for Pryor gives a pop pass to Kingham, who's all alone. Nobody's there to support.
People are hitting.
Who's all alone. Nobody's there to support.
People are hitting each other with closed fists. There's got to be repercussions.
Makes a bit of gain line on that carry. Now Pryor goes in. Westshore trying to play as fast as possible here as Reese James picks that ball up off the ruck and goes himself. Now the other way. He's got UVic players all around him, but he made about 40 meters on that run. That's great work from Alvin Otenyo.
Let's see if Westshore can capitalize and stitch something together here.
Jeff Aluch running through, throws a wild ball up to... Breaks out of that tackle somehow. Finally brought down. Now Gibson, inside ball to Carroll, who's able to hold on to it somehow. No, he's not.
Lost. And smaller as the time keeps ticking away. Many opportunities have come and gone, and unfortunately Westshore has not been able to take them.
So UVic with the put in, likely going to go straight try line, which they will. Going to go back to a Westshore line out.
UVic bodies are looking banged up. The clock was stopped. Thank you, Sylvia. Unfortunately, it just, you hit play. Sometimes you got to hit it twice, and that time it just did not go after the last stoppage. So we should be less than 4 minutes here.
Kane Perrin trying to find
He's
a
rolling.
gap.
He's back up on his feet.
Now Hancock with it. Hancock will just rumble himself. Perry the other way finds Otenyo. Otenyo's barging.
Taking 3 to take him down.
Hancock gives to James, who gives to Pryor. Pryor with a wild offload outside. Oyo's with it on the UVic 22 down to avoid getting pushed out, but he does.
Taken out of bounds. Whistle stoppage there. I'm not going to stop our clock. The thing's been finicky on me today. Having a little chat with the players of the AR. We could very well be nearing our final phases of play. Walking in.
To the front on the 4-man line out, one cleanly by UVic. And the
Bobbled
9
in the
gets
tackle.
swallowed up by Elias Hancock, and that ball flies into the end zone.
Them's be fighting words. Why didn't you respond to my Valentine's? I did. Why didn't you? I did. Lip reading. Brought to you by Zephyr Melnick.
Emotions flaring here at the end of this game.
You can't leave the cheese on the counter, man. It gets crusty.
UVic likely to come away with an upset win.
Everybody to check to see if you are subscribed. 74% of our regular viewers, those of you who tune in all the time to check us out, are not subscribed. So if you think you are, just double check, because maybe you found us from a
Player down hard, down really hard.
lights out. I hate to see that. Head injuries suck. They are part of the game, but they do suck. What are we doing here, guys? I know emotions are high. Stand up if you can't stand up. Yeah, that's the game. Total time. We wish him a speedy recovery. That is never a great injury to deal with. Sorry to that. Thank you for joining us. I'm Zephyr Melnick.
That did not look like a good injury. We wish him the best in his recovery. Unfortunate to see that. So referees calling the captains over.
3 minutes left. The scrum called. And
Scrum called for Westshore. So the game's not quite done yet.
Absolute thriller of a match so far. UVic showing their prowess. Long way. Every single viewer, every individual like, subscription, the whole shabam. Just by interacting with us, you really show the love, you show the support. It is seen.
Nelson Oyo for every inch. Thomas Hall's now with the ball.
Still on his feet, shedding one.
Still on his feet. UVic 22 now. Gibson finds Pryor. Pryor,
but he loses it. Nope. We're going to take the try.
And that will be the nail in the coffin for Westshore's playoff.
Dropping by. We really do appreciate all the support. I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing the self-plug at this point. But remember to check if you're subscribed. Subscribe if you aren't. Like if you can. All of those buttons, they are free, and they really do help out grassroots rugby to you all throughout the year. A big props to UVic. A well-fought game. They absolutely earned their spot in the semifinal berth. They fought hard for it despite some into that berth. Thanks again for joining us. I'm Zephyr Melnick, my co-host Max Foot off the mic right now, Foxy on the camera. We are the team you want to be seeing. That try misconversion, I think, leaves the final score 36-17 for UVic as they head to a semifinal spot against UBC in Vancouver next weekend. If you're excited about rugby and you don't think you want it to be over yet, we do have some action. We've got some live streams coming up. The Tide, Vancouver Island Tide versus Ontario Blues, the BC Bears versus Ontario Blues. That's all in May. That's going to be around the 17th and the 20th. We've got July 3rd and 4th Touch Nationals hosted here in Westshore. We'll be live streaming that for you, as well as Westshore 7's August 22nd. So we've got at least one big thing for you each month coming up, maybe more. Till next time, I'm Zephyr. Thank you for joining us.